for my money, he's on the short list of UFC fighters, some of the best fighters to have never realized a UFC championship. Here is Kelvin Gastelum trying to continue his run here at 185 pounds.
Yes, since Kelvin Gastelum has gone up to 185 and stopped depleting himself in those massive weight cuts down to 170, he's only gotten better. And that showed in the fight with Israel Adesanya when he had a chance to become UFC interim champion. He went 5 rounds. He went 5 rounds hard. He tried to accomplish the goal, fell a little bit short, but that gave you confidence in knowing that with the heart and the spirit of Kelvin Gastelum and the skill, that if he's that close, with a few adjustments, he can find himself right back in that same spot.
There he is, folks, Kelvin Gastelum, ready to battle and take home that elusive UFC gold. All right, here he is, the undisputed baddest man on the planet, the UFC heavyweight champion. And man, does he have all the confidence and the self-belief that comes with that distinction.
Yeah, when you're the baddest man on the planet, you are confident. You have to be a bit arrogant, a bit cocky. And that's what this guy has. He has been here on so many different occasions. This is like another night in the office, but you can never tell by the way that he prepares. When you watch him prepare, he treats every one of these defenses as if it's the first time he's fighting for a UFC championship.
No, you put that well. He has had that patented intensity about him this week, trying to occupy some head space in the challenger. Huge heavyweight title fight is upon us. Won't be long now, folks. All right, both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy,
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here's the Korean Superboy Doo-Ho Choi, another fight here tonight. His first 2 UFC wins took less than 2 minutes combined. The majority of Doo-Ho Choi's wins have come by first-round knockout. We'll see if he can rack up another one here tonight. Early connection with the left from the champ.
It's a beautiful fast jab with meaning.
Who is going to be the last man standing? We're just getting started, and they are getting after it.
These dudes are throwing bombs. This is going to be a great fight. Oh, kick right in.
Oh, misses with the jab. How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these 2 men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter. Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Double leg is good.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Choi's looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Choi's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Totally somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Hands on your face. Nicely done to the body.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. Keep pushing forward. Just over 3 minutes to go. Effective jab there by Gastelum. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Push kick there to the body. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
That smooth Gastelum boxing on full display here, DC. I know he's a collegiate wrestler, a guy who was a grappler. Striking has really improved leaps and bounds since he crossed into the UFC. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, shoots for the double leg takedown. Looked to be a good entry, unable to finish the job. Push kick there to the body. Under 2 minutes in round one. That is a clean strike, and it gets right through the guard. Both fighters throwing heat now. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown attempts. You can't shoot. You gotta set your opponent up. He did that for you. Great shot from the top position.
And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Choi getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by the Korean Superboy. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Oh, nice.
Let's go! Get him off you! Get him off! Gastelum's pass is denied. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He passes the half.
Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. All right, here, final seconds of round one. Choi's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Listen, it's the control on the ground that's winning this fight. He cannot handle you on the ground. You are controlling every aspect of the ground.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two is underway. All right, here we go with our next round, and how about the striking display in that previous round? He found a lot of openings upstairs, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he said this dude doesn't move his head, and largely that's how it's played out.
That's exactly how he thought it would be, and it's exactly what he's seeing early in the fight. Opponent's not moving his head, and he's more than happy to connect over and over with those 1-2s.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Takedown defense holds up. Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Gastelum gets tattooed by that elbow. These are raining down now on the ground. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. Gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight. Nice transition.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Chor. Different round and the striking clinic continues. Shades of Max Holloway back in the day against Calvin Kattar. Every strike he has thrown seemingly is finding the target.
I mean, it's landing. Everything is landing, J.A. And coming into this fight, he understood that he had an advantage in this particular skill. I don't know if he could have even expected it to be this bad. Referee help here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount. They will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
These ground strikes starting to pile up. Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it. Beautiful transition.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Gastelum's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Just misses with the straight left hand. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, interesting there as he just decides to let him back up. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Choi's eyes starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Takedown defense is there. Nice kick to the body. Oh, big left hand from Kelvin Gastelum. He came into the UFC with a whole lot of power, but it's really been honed by Rafael Cordero there at King's MMA. Gastelum as confident in his striking as he has ever been entering the octagon here tonight. 30 seconds to go.
He's cut. Give the elbow.
Oh, there's the swing and there's the miss by Gastelum. Choi's now dealing with a cheek cut. Gastelum's in half guard. Side control now.
Only 10 seconds remaining.
Final seconds here. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. 2 rounds in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship. All right, so next round underway here, and you got to admire the stamina that both of these guys still exuded towards the end of that round. Both men put a particular focus on their cardiovascular commitment in this training camp, and it's clearly paid dividends here tonight. We have two legitimately fresh fighters here as we hit this next round. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Nice target change and him attacking the body.
Nice crack there. Just misses with that one. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue down the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Overhand. Single collar tie.
And now some separation.
Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. All right, well that, oh! Just over 3 minutes to go now. And once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that front kick. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are gonna have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see a cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut. You want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off, you go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like, you got really excited.
It is, right? And I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Choi gets back up. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds. And it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Gastelum gets caught by the straight punch.
He's found his range. Now he's in a rhythm, landing those nice, beautiful punches.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor.
The swelling's starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Oh man, that left side is getting beat up now. Look at the redness there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Nice kick. These guys are going at it.
Misses with the left hook. Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice. A single leg takedown, and he's securing it, and he's doing it and scored it over and over again.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by the Korean Superboy. Final seconds here.
Let's work. Come on, let's stand it up. Let's work.
Choi's in half guard. Working out the half guard here. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
No big deal.
All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went head hunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Oh, nice jab to the dome by Choi.
He lands another nice jab.
A nice straight punch there by Gaston. Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Choi's doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Going back to his patented kicks here, but unable to find the target there. Oh, counters with a straight right hand. That'll work. Collar tie here in the clinch. Nice jab. Unable to land with that punch. Under 3 minutes to go in round 4.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
Oh, he blocked that one. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Gastelum's definitely doing that on purpose, targeting the same eye over and over again. Big shot on the feet.
Oh! Oh!
What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up, but I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting. There it is. Now he's running him out. Oh, he's spraying blood now. Holy smokes.
Until you get your guard back.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Gastelum's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Gastelum's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Under a minute now to go. Relentless pressure from the top by Gastelum. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture of some kind.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody did this one, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. You know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you could imagine.
Gastelum's right back to the full. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Don't worry about the cut. Just protect it. You need to go after it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Gastelum's an absolute mess. I wonder if they might call in the ringside physician and potentially stop this fight.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Busy in the clinch, lands that punch.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now.
Back and forth we go.
Fight back. Fight back.
His misses are entertaining. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would say.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this. And as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that. I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
Gastelum's pass attempt denied. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Choi.
That was a slick transition.
Well, what a great showcase for these two fighters and this division, down to the wire between two of the best.
They show what type of fighter this division possesses. They should be very proud, both of them.
Gastelum's hook shot there looked pretty good, but blocked by the defense.
He's got to either go southpaw or he has to absolutely just try to throw the whole kitchen sink at him.
Gastelum's eye is just mangled. He's...
Oh!
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh! The jab followed by the right hand. Oh! Huge left. Oh! Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Choi.
Nice job defensively.
Takedown defense holds up. And they separate. 2 minutes and counting to go in this fight. Choi gets caught by the inside leg kick. Nice. Nicely done.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
The Korean Superboy gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight.
Great job blocking that one.
Lands a big elbow there. Taken down by Gastelum. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Getting them out here. This is where he wants to be.
Ground and pound, big weapon for him here tonight. There's the elbow from the top by Gastelum. Right into side mount. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Looking to land the right just out of range. 20 seconds to go in the fight. Choi gets caught by the inside leg.
Oh, back and forth we go.
Final seconds of the fight.
Hey, stop.
All right, so once again, the champion takes all the best shots from the #1 contender. It goes the full 25-minute distance tonight. I think the champion might have just eked it out.
Just eked it out. I mean, this was as close as a close championship fight comes. He got pushed at every level of this fight. He got pushed at every moment of this fight. But I believe he got it done. I believe he will keep his championship.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Do-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Do-Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started. Maybe a few years removed from his fighting prime. We'll see just how far he can take it, but tonight, undeniably, a huge step in the right direction for a guy who could be a future UFC champion.
happy. The feds on my body, cause my TV ain't so cocky. Look her mirrors for Christmas, even if it ain't no holiday, I slay. Fuck breakfast, she gon' eat me her dance follow me, I'm like, yeah. My experts don't let me, but still follow me, cause I'm lit. And my enemies shooting in the air like hell, man, we bitch.